that vaccine, boy.
You really got that shit?
I got the second one.
Where they chip at?
Up here.
Oh, that's where they chipped you?
Mm-hmm.
So right now they know what you're doing. They know you shaking that right leg and the left leg.
Yep.
I'm not. Well, do you feel safer now that you got it?
No. Because I was already like you're cautious. Like I still walk outside if I'm in a store, if I'm outside near people, I still wear a mask.
So what's the point of it? Isn't the point like to feel like a human again?
The point of it is for enough people get it, and we can stop with the precautions and masks.
Nah, man.
At some point,
realize there's gonna be a couple Republicans and black people that just be like, nah, fuck that. We ain't with that shit.
See, but Republicans I feel like they're doing it on the sly. Like Ivanka just got it the other day. Ivanka Trump.
She didn't know what she was getting. She thought that was for tetanus.
No, she didn't. She knew exactly what it was. She put a caption, vaccine.
For tetanus.
And then some of them people in there was like, what you doing, bitch?
Stop looking at my shit. Stop looking at my shit.
Ooh, getting phone calls.
Stop looking at my stuff, man. I'm not all in your phone. What happened to privacy on this podcast?
None.
Can I start us off with a song?
Please.
You think you're gonna like my song?
I might. New day, vaccinated. Maybe I like your shitty song.
I got everything. I cannot complain. I cannot. I'm really made. I forgot. It's a lot. Fuck that. Never mind what you got. Something. Back them. Welcome to I Can Explain That podcast.
Oh man. That's the song.
Welcome to the I Can Explain That podcast. The only podcast where we go through each other's search histories and mental capacities just to see how fucked up we are as people. And I am one of your hosts, Chris Bazemore, a.k.a.
I'm Thicky Smalls. I am Boss My Poppy. I am Not Your Baby's father. Wait, no. I am... God, my bad. Good.
You hit all mine.
Okay. I'm
Boss
Chris
My
Reiter.
Poppy.
I said Boss My Poppy.
You did?
I did.
Fuck!
And I'm Christopher the Comic.
And I'm Christopher the Comic.
Suck it.
Stop saying that. I don't like it, man.
Be quicker on the draw.
Damn it. I gotta stop doing nicknames. That's all that means.
Ain't no I in the team. Fuck with me. Fuck with him. I don't know why it's in my head. Remember Young Guns?
I do, actually. But that's why I was like, I'm surprised you remember it. Only thing you know from like that era is Murphy Lee. Now, the reason I got that song, I started with that song, it's because there's a bit of controversy out in these streets. Did you see the pictures that leaked? They didn't really leak. I think the person knew what he was doing. Drake had some pictures drop.
Of his pee-pee?
No. What? Why
well, you said leaked, so I'm thinking like scandalous, like.
But why'd you call it a pee-pee, man?
It's pee-pee. You got pee-pee, I got pee-pee. We all got pee-pee.
I got a dick, bro.
No. Well, yes,
once you
do.
Get grown,
but it's also known as a pee-pee.
You got to grow the fuck up. Start believing in yourself. That's the issue, man. You got a penis too, bro.
I got a penis, but it's also a pee-pee. It's also a wiener.
I hate that.
It's also a dong.
It's not that many nicknames for pussy.
Clam.
Yuck.
Beaver box.
Yuck.
Well, theirs aren't really good.
We got hot dog.
Right. Banana.
Schlong. If you're Hispanic, plantain.
Sure.
Slong. Dong.
Wang. Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah, it's not that many. We got to start giving women more good nicknames for their...
Man, they got vajayjay.
Cat.
Yeah. Coochie.
Monkey.
They do got monkey. Trying to get to you and that monkey.
That's really it. They just... Yeah. At some point, people just started naming it...
Right, just give it a name like Deborah.
Tabitha.
Yeah.
But anywho, brother,
what are the pictures of Drake?
He dropped pictures of him without a shirt.
Oh.
Have you seen them?
No.
Want to see them?
Look at them.
Look them up real quick.
Where did you find these pictures? Was it on World Star Hip Hop?
Grizzly. No.
Oh, okay.
But you could probably find it. It was a video of him shirtless in the gym, and the streets asked a question. Very strong question.
Should I type in Drake leaked?
No, probably Drake shirtless. Put that in your search history.
Okay.
Explain that to your girlfriend later. Nah, I was looking at it.
He's looking.
That's not it.
That's not it. That's old.
That's old, but that's kind of what we're going, right? Basically, you see how ripped he is.
Oh, here we go. Okay. One day ago.
That's the one where he's just jacked in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And people are going, he had plastic surgery done.
Oh, people are accusing him of that. Why?
Because they think that he got packs put in him versus working for them.
Interesting.
So that brings up the question, should it be a stigma on men getting plastic surgery? Because there isn't the same stigma on women.
Well, there is some.
Is it? I think we're over that by now.
Well, it depends on, like if I'm on Instagram, if I'm on TikTok, and a woman clearly has had work done, there's always at least a small handful who'll say some shit like, that ain't her, she's not natural, that's plastic, that's man-made. I mean, Kendrick even said he is sick and tired of the Photoshop.
He is.
Show a Mia Afro or something in the Richard Pryor. Stretch marks.
Yeah. Silhouette? No. Soliloquy. No, that's a goddamn thing. The cellulite.
Yes.
Yes. But even in that, do you know that they have this thing called a fat transfer?
Yes.
And you just transfer the fat to your ass so it looks more natural versus the older things, which were, now you're just going through a Drake.
Well, I'm looking at the old pictures, and like the ones from like here, that looks natural. It doesn't look like his not natural. It looks like he's gotten older. It looks like he's in his mid-30s now, and he's still got the shape. Like, you look at The Rock, his shit isn't fucking cut like Zac Efron's.
Yeah, but they think that he has a thing, and my whole point is like, women have this. They
It's a lot less stigmatized.
Yeah, and men can't. Like, what if we can do what if we could get a fat transfer in our dicks?
Right, that'd be pretty cool.
Like,
Pretty dope.
but you know what's crazy? There will still be a stigma because there's this hidden stigma that women have, and I guess they deserve it because we make more and all kinds of shit. We got all the other stigmas. And they have this stigma in sex. Like, they can technically, calling someone a little dick person is body shaming.
Yes.
They get that off all day.
Mm-hmm.
But if I be like, you hefty heifer, they would.
Problem.
I think the alliteration should be the good part, right? 2 H's.
Yeah.
That's good. But nah, they'd be like, oh, the nerve. But we can't do that at all, which we shouldn't, by the way. You should never try to slap a woman. But it's just like, why you smile? Why'd you smile? Your smile was very. It's like, maybe. Never say never. It's how you smile. Jeez, I'm nervous.
I don't know.
Ike Turner's from where?
Red Hook.
St. Louis. Maybe it's something in that Mississippi or the Missouri.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It might be something in there. So I just want to talk about, do you mind plastic surgery, brother? If your lady had plastic surgery done, how would you feel?
I don't really care. What I care about is how we as a society look at it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I think it's a pretty known secret that Kim Kardashian is enhanced via.
Really?
Oh my goodness, you ain't. Oh yeah,
this whole time?
Crazy. I know it's done so well. Gosh. But I think my concern is when people then try to emulate that. You know what I mean? Like, fucking, we tried to talk about it a while ago. When did big asses become a thing universally? When did all of a sudden all these white women try to attain the
shape,
woman of color shape?
When women of color shape,
and then right. But
shape.
Then I think it sort of forces other people to say, I need to look like that, or I don't have worth. But that's what I find concerning.
That's the thing as well, because it's like, if he did do that, I hope he did it because he wanted to do it.
Sure.
Because literally, I got everything.
Right.
I got he has a private jet that's actually not a private jet. It's an actual airliner that he converted to a private jet. He took a 737, gutted it, made it into the OVO mobile.
Plane.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't fucking know. I don't know what the fuck he calls it. But like, my whole point is like, you literally have everything.
Right.
So if it was that much of a stigma, like, you Drake, you can't have a pudge.
Right.
Like girls are like, I know you Drake and all that, and we having sex on a diamond encrusted bed, but you got a little
You
punch,
got a fupa.
and I don't like it. It's like that is the issue, and that's what it's like. I hope the brother just was like, you know what? I don't know what to do with this extra money. I have everything tied up in Doge coins. So I'm just gonna fucking spend $20,000 and get abs.
Get some abs. Because I mean, someone did it. One of the Jersey Shore people, not Mike. I think Ronnie, and he like was on one of those shows.
Trying to get it back.
Yeah, where
he was botched or something.
It wasn't botched. He was just trying to get his abs back, and they implanted or cut him up so it looked that way. Fuck. Looking at these pictures, it doesn't look like he's had work done. I wouldn't be surprised at his age if he's getting testosterone replacement.
What is that exactly?
Basically, it's just injecting your. It's not necessarily steroids, but it's just revitalizing your testosterone supplies, so your body's more likely to burn fat and create muscle. That's what the Rock gets.
Get a
according
boner.
to Joe Rogan.
And get a boner?
Probably, yeah. I wouldn't want to, I'm pretty sure Joe Rogan does it in The Rock. And at their ages, they should be fucking way slower. But I'm pretty sure they fuck like 20-year-olds. Like The Rock's got a 2-year-old or 3-year-old daughter. And he's like, pushing 50? He's definitely pushing 50.
God damn.
Right. But yeah, that doesn't look like it's, because even if this was work
he's
done,
also not that old too, by the way. Drake is like 40.
Right. But 40 still, it doesn't look like, looking at his body, it doesn't look crazy. No, that looks attainable for a 35-plus-year-old dude with a lot of money.
But here's the thing also. When you get to a certain age, you stop giving a fuck. I've noticed that. Right. I think up until about 30, 35, depending on the person, the guy, you start going, well, if the bitch don't like what I got, then she don't have to be with me.
You stop caring about wearing a towel in locker rooms.
Yeah, that's about 60. When you get about 60, you like, nigga, it is what it is.
It is what it is. It's my pee-pee.
I just heard that your shit shrinks, by the way. Did you know that?
I thought it grew, like your ears.
No. Boy, would you hate to be the one to break it to you. It's going to get smaller.
Or is it balls that continue to grow?
Probably.
Maybe that's it.
That would be the weird thing, right?
Right.
And now we got long earlobes and fucking long testicles.
Yeah, you look like Humpty in the fucking nuts.
Have you ever been with someone who had fake body parts of any kind?
Mm-hmm.
Anything. Even Botox, I'm counting.
Correct, yes.
What had they have? What did they have?
Breast augmentation, I think.
That's just to fix them?
Yeah.
Like just lift them up a little bit?
Some shaping, yeah. Don't make me know, never mind. My concern would be because I was telling someone the other day, I was in Marco Island once, and a friend, my friend's friend, their family had a condo, and there was this older woman, she was tan too much, she looked like luggage. And she had too much time in the sun. She looked like she was in her 70s, might have been in her 50s or 60s. But I went to hug her goodbye, and it felt like I was hugging someone who had their fists on their chest. But that's what happens sometimes when it goes overboard. When they keep getting it done and done and done. I mean, you fucking a lot of those women on those Bravo shows where they look like the fucking Geico Gecko.
Yeah.
At that point, then it's scary.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've grabbed a handful of
fake
boobs. When I was 21, I was in a strip club, first time in a strip club, and I was talking to my guy, and we were being 21-year-olds, and he was like, how many fake titties you think is in here? And one of the strippers heard us and was like, why, is that a problem? And he was like, nah, man, we just never seen this shit.
We're in the stats class. We just want to know probabilities.
You don't see he got a graph? He got graph paper. He brought graph paper in here.
We're studying technically.
And she was like, you act like you've never seen it. I was like, not in person like this. Yeah. And she was like, well, really? And I guess in her head, she was like, I'm going to get they niggas money. But in my head, I'm like, can I just just touch one?
Yeah.
I'll give you $1 or $2. I don't know how much is one boob worth to you.
Right.
And she just sat down. She started talking to me. And then we just started talking about other shit. She tried to give me a lap dance. And I was like, can I get some money? I asked him. He gave me 20. I got my lap dance. And afterwards, she was like, want to touch it? I was like,
boy, do I.
Boy, would I ever. And then she was like, okay, one hand, and it has to be the right one. And I was like, has to be. And now that I'm older, I'm like, she can only afford one? And I grabbed it, and I was just like this. Wasn't even looking at it. I was just like, huh. Okay. Yeah. And I just walked away, and I was just like, that's how fake titty feels. And my friend tried that same thing, same guy, and got slapped.
Nice.
Because he did not ask.
Oh.
He was like, I paid for the fucking lap dance. I thought it was all inclusive.
I mean, so I don't have any notions about plastic surgery. Do you? I mean, I think there's a line for me where it's like, I think you have a problem.
I mean, of course, too much is too much, right? But for me, it's really up to that person.
Yeah.
As long as it's healthy for you.
But I agree that it's definitely not known for men. I think it's more of a stigma.
Yeah.
But it's also like it's a weird stigma, like body positivity. Like it's still a stigma for like dudes who like not necessarily take care of themselves, but like treat themselves. Men who remember it was called metrosexual back in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Dudes who get their eyebrows done.
We just called that
manicures
gay.
and pedicures. So yeah, I know.
Like we didn't have a name for it until like
today,
2 years ago.
I don't call it gay as I did when I was a teenager. Now I just say, oh, that dude's soft. Like immediately, I don't say anything, but in my head, I'm like, if I had to fight him, I would fuck him up.
Yeah, I was like, he cares too much about his eyebrows.
Right.
Which doesn't mean shit.
Right. Yeah. But Conor McGregor gets his eyebrows done.
The game
and he can murder.
The game is different. But when you're teenagers, you learn from other adults who had really strong views
exactly
on the LGBT community, and they share that shit, and then we grow up and we
just download it.
Yeah, and now we're like, oh, your eyebrows are shaped. You must suck a dick. And
and they're like, pat, tap out.
Yeah,
Go get my eyebrows down right now.
And then you figure out that they kill us.
But I feel like it's definitely a stigma on dudes who take care of themselves.
For sure. Well, because it's a stigma that women, like I heard this thing from a woman, and it was like a lot of times men do things for women, and women also do things for women,
right?
Even if they're straight. And that shit fucked me up. And I was like, what do you mean? It's like, it's sometimes it feels like they're trying to appease like certain women, right? This is not like, not every woman is a monolith, right? But like certain type of woman, sometimes they may get their breasts done so that they can fit and they can match the competition, so to speak. I've heard that to be true in strip clubs. I've also heard that to be true just in general. It's like, I want to be shapely like my friends and stuff. They're more likely to do that. Whereas if I saw you without a shirt, I'm not going to be like, well, damn, I got to go buy some abs.
Right.
Like,
you definitely wouldn't think that seeing me without a shirt. Or maybe you'd be like, I should probably go buy some abs.
For him. Hey, brother, when your birthday again?
Let me get you some abs, dog.
Get you one at a time.
I think Neil Brennan summed it up best with women. He said a lot of women, what they want to do is look so good that another woman sees them and goes, she thinks she look cute.
Yeah.
And that's it. Because then you do. And not only do you look cute, you have like you bought someone's jealous of you now with your cuteness.
Well, with us, we don't want that because a lot of times when someone thinks that it's like, oh, this nigga think he cute, he also gets like stabbed or something,
right?
Or beat up. Like this motherfucker think he cute.
Trying to talk to my girl,
punch him in the ass. They do something weird.
But what I found out about Drake is that like he's always been somewhat of a, we'll call it sex symbol, like women think he's attractive, but he's never been like a neck down sex symbol. But like a Tyson Beckford or something.
But he's never demonstrated that. That's what makes these.
Besides, I mean, we looked at other pictures from the earlier aughts, but he was never like a neck down. So I can't think of any other. Who are some
neck down? Aquaman.
Yes, there you go. Perfect. He's
Thor.
never been like that dude. Thor.
No. Yeah, but he's
been more of that Idris Elba range, where it's like he's attractive for almost everything else. He's so attractive, we don't even care about his neck down.
Yeah, I think women started to find Idris Elba attractive when he talked. Because everyone thought he was just a nigga in Baltimore who just got a part. And he was like, actually, from across the pond there. And everybody was like, oh, my God. I think, girl, your pussy wet? Because my pussy wet.
I do think he hit a significant spike.
Oh, my God. If that was a stock.
Right.
Oh, boy.
Because Idris Elba, or Stringer Bell, when you don't know he's Idris Elba, he's just a handsome looking, above average black dude. But then when you hear the English accent, you're like, holy shit.
Yeah, I get it. Like, And they're at the point, I wonder if Drake's at this point yet. He's at that, like, I guess, sexy level where you hear, like, older women go, yeah, I give it to him.
Yeah. Yes, he is.
Do you think Drake is there, too?
Yes.
I'm not talking
a lot
about,
of TikTok series where, like, it's like, Grandma, rate this person. Drake always scores very well.
Really?
Well, because they're also comparing him to, like, the Littles and yeah, it's just like, it'll be Lil Pump and I don't know any of their fucking names, Little Rabbi or whatever, and they all look ridiculous.
What's his name?
Little Rabbi.
Grabbing my Torah. Bow. Grabbing my Torah. Bow.
L'chaim.
Hitting the L'chaim. All in your pussy. God damn. Yeah, we might be going to Jew hell now.
They don't have hell.
Oh, no, it's proximity. There you go. Learn something new every day. Yes. So, overall, in conclusion, do you feel like it'll ever change for men? Do you think we'll ever get to the point where we can, like, just go and be like, hey, bruh, I'm going to Miami. He's like, oh, word, man, what you going down there for?
Get my dick done.
Get my dick done, and while I'm down there, might as well get a ball augmentation.
Yeah.
That right one getting a little too low.
Yeah.
And, do you think we'll ever get to that point?
Eventually,
Society.
but I think that's farther. I feel like as far as men, widening the scope for, like, men acceptability, like I brought it up with Gus the once, like, body positivity even for men is way behind the curve as far as it is for women. Yeah. Like, they're just now starting to peek into that.
I've seen, what's crazy too? Like, even when you think about it, I've seen men be more willing and put more time and effort into their cars than they do in their own bodies. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I'm talking about hoopties, not even like these dudes like race on the weekends.
Right.
Like,
it's a dude who's got like a Buick.
Not even the
Oldsmobile 686.
Not even the cool ones.
No.
Like, it's just like he has a regular ass car that just always dies when he passes 50.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I'm just going to keep doing this. But he won't do a fucking crunch to save his life.
No.
And I
think they'll keep that car running.
They will. Forever. He know exactly when that shit about to be on E. He can just feel it.
Because that needle ain't worked since 94. He knows his car.
He don't even have to turn the car off when he gas it up. He don't have to do none of that. But it's interesting to me because we don't have that stigma. And we do have that stigma, and I would love to see it go away not because I want to do it personally, but it's like there are people who try to work, like you work out decently enough. And no offense, couldn't tell.
Yeah. Right. I work out an insane amount.
For what this is.
Yeah.
And you would assume with the way you work out, you got like a Peloton, elliptical bike. You got.
But I will say, when I tell people my weight, they are shocked generally.
What's your weight? Like 220?
280.
280? Oh yeah, that's pretty.
But it's like if you Google 280, someone looks like the dad from Roseanne. That's also 280. So like it makes sense once you put it into perspective. But I work out a lot to look like this.
But that's the thing too, right? Where it's like we got to work a lot to get decent, and it's
right because some people are just blessed with genetics, fast metabolisms, and their gene pool. Like you, me, and some Alex Babbitt maybe. We could probably eat the same shit for a week straight. You and I might gain a few pounds, and his needle wouldn't budge. No, he's just a small dude,
and it's not even like. And we would actually be trying to work out.
Right, we would actually be like going for a lap around Prospect Park, and Alex is just watching Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, not gaining an ounce. That's just genetics. Some things aren't fair.
Sounds like you hit him up one day. He was like, "You want to work out?" he was like, "Nah, I'm watching Unbreakable."
He was like, "No, Titus is eliminating. It's my favorite episode."
I don't do that working out shit. He was like, "That's below me." But it's one of those things. Like skinny guys have it. Like I have a friend who went to prison, worked out in prison, gained nothing.
Yeah, see?
I mean, granted, he only went there for like a year and a half, but you would assume a year and a half is enough to
really
put on
build
something.
Up. Right. Well, so much of it is like that. A large portion of it is dieting, but a lot of times what people will ignore is that a lot of it is also genetics.
Bruh, dieting is what kills me.
That's what kills me.
Dieting kills me to the point where I'm like, shit, if I got the extra 20,000, however much it costs,
let me get them abs.
Let me go in there.
The problem
put them on
is
layaway. Fuck
with
that.
diet, like I've dieted and lost weight. But the problem is my genetics literally leans toward accumulating and storing fat. So then when I bounce back from the diet, my metabolism slows down way slower than it was before I started dieting. So I end up gaining more weight than when I started.
Yeah, that's a weird. My thing has always been the dieting because I'll fucking go to the gym, work out. I used to run. This was my workout. I would start off. I'll run for 30 minutes. That was my warm up. Then I'll do whatever workout for like however long. And
you running for 30 minutes?
Yeah.
With those legs, were you fucking 4.5 miles, 5?
Yeah, I was moving.
Because you got fucking.
I was moving.
Fat Albert cartoon legs. Not Fat Albert the person. Fat Albert was one of the characters.
And
granted, Fat Albert was fast as fuck. Let's not forget.
He was. He was kind of quick. He was very top heavy too. He was shaped like a pear.
He was. He
like
was just trying to get his legs back underneath him because he was falling.
Yeah, 100%. And then at the end, I would then do another 30 minutes.
Oh, wow.
And I would try to sprint that 30 minutes. Like the other one was just like get the heart rate up.
Right, you was doing double time.
Exactly. Then the other one, and I did that. And then afterwards, I would get like a Chipotle burrito.
Right.
And defeat
And
the
literally
whole
undo it all.
And I'd be like, I'm back here tomorrow, baby. Because I had no choice.
Right.
So it's one of those things where it's like, I get it. Like when chicks be like, yo, I tried squatting.
Yeah.
I ain't getting the ass. I ain't got the Cardi B ass, but it is a lot of pressure on women to look a certain way that there isn't on guys, and that's
right.
And that's what the ultimate thing. So I think that's also a part of the stigma too, because there's not a lot of pressure on us,
right,
to look anything. Rick Ross is like, I've heard multiple women, and I'm talking about bad women too, women that I'm like, why are you talking to me? You could do so much better, and not even talking to me trying to have sex with me, just like talking to me as a person. I'm like, why love? Come on, man. You look like you talking to a homeless guy now. Like, you need to stop. And they go, Rick Ross is so attractive. And I go, it's the money, isn't it? And they go, no, like he's like the way he puts himself together is attractive.
I also heard the same thing. A lot of women used to find, rest in peace, James Gandolfini.
How does he look?
Anthony Soprano.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
A lot of women, especially like those earlier seasons, found Anthony Soprano very attractive. But I think it's something with the presentation more so than it is the body.
Yeah, well, I think like nowadays dad bods are in. Correct?
That's what they say.
You got a dad bod.
That's what they mouth say.
You got a dad bod. You also got a girlfriend, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess you're a testament of that.
No. I don't think so.
Because you look like you can, put together IKEA furniture and shit.
But I don't think it was anything to do with my dad bod. I honestly think, weirdly enough, like if you ask a woman, name the things she finds attractive, I feel like a lot of times women will say, I find a sense of humor attractive.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of times they're saying that because they think that's what they're supposed to say. Yeah. So they don't be seen as shallow.
No, that's probably
I think dad bod is the same thing. I feel like
yeah.
If a woman had to pick between Tyson Beckford and Kevin James, if you asked her beforehand if she likes dad bod and she said yes and then showed her those two men, she would pick Tyson Beckford.
She'd probably I think she might pick Kevin James because she might be like, no competition for Kevin James. If she picks Tyson Beckford, she might have to fight
a bunch of other bitches.
Yeah, like,
maybe. I don't know.
That's going to be competition.
I don't honestly believe dad bod is in a full. I don't think it's that large spread of a thing. I think it's sort of like when news articles will be like when Bill Burr did SNL and they were going Twitter users up in arms, and it was like 5 tweets by like 3 different people. And that was
I think that's what it is. But I think people just wasn't ready to hear it. Like people weren't out there going dad bods. So I guess on that note, we pretty much did it. We did it, man.
Yeah.
I think we explained dad bod. We explained fake abs.
Yeah.
So
get them.
Are you gonna get them?
No.
Nah, I'm good too.
They're expensive.
Yeah.
I'd probably get Botox in the armpits first.
Yeah, I'm gonna get ball augmentation.
What's wrong with your balls?
One hangs a little too low. I don't like it.
I feel like it's all men.
Nah, but I'm trying to be better than y'all.
You're gonna be the weirdo.
Yeah. And on that note, thank you for listening. I appreciate you.
Peace out.